So here at GIBS, we're increasingly faced with a number of questions in terms of what's the role of the firm and how do firms craft strategy and how are strategies effective and communicative. And I think a big part of this is really understanding the nature of the firm and the changing nature of how firms craft competitive strategies. And a big element of this, even postulated recently by Michael Porter, where he speaks about shared value, is how firms have to embed themselves within the societies that they find themselves in. How firms play a critical role in terms of addressing some of society's key challenges, whether they be unemployment or education or health, and really find ways to address some of the key issues within society. And so we at GIBS are proud to partner with Genesis Analytics, and we've got Ryan Short, who's a partner at the firm and also heads up the practice, to talk about the course that we've put together around shared value and shared growth.
Companies that have a strategy in place, what we call a corporate societal strategy, ultimately position themselves with less risk,
Right.
but also more opportunity. More opportunity in terms of creating new products and accessing new markets that they haven't thought of before. Shared value is a lens that you put over the whole business. And it's saying, what are the societal needs in the society in which we operate? A leading sector in this has been banking.
Right.
So 20 years ago in South Africa, most South Africans were unbanked. The idea of inclusive finance, that is opening up your products to serve a lower income market, has opened up banking opportunities to millions of South Africans in South Africa. Interestingly, the PwC do a global survey of CEOs. And last year, 6 out of 10 CEOs said that they saw the business success of their company being judged by more than financial success, by its role in society. And perhaps in the same survey, 6 out of 10 also said that being able to communicate both their societal purpose and the value that they create to society is unbelievably more important than communicating the business strategy.
So your argument, from what I'm getting, is that societal value, shared value, should sit at the heart of the organization, and we build strategy around that. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes, and as I was saying, it's moving from a mindset of responsibility or morality through compliance now to opportunity. I mean, in South Africa, Discovery is often held up as a great example of a shared value company that has done very well. Essentially, a Discovery, and through its Vitality program, is about making people healthier.
Right.
That is serving a very valid societal need and is improving, if you like, societal outcomes. And it does that very profitably. So they have managed to twin social impact with profit impact.
Sure. So I think, the one thing that often comes through is that there are multiple actors within the system, right? And if we look at the broader canvas in South Africa, there's government, there's big business, there's medium-sized businesses, there's small business, there's the unemployed, there's the society within which we operate and within which we provide our products and services. Is this an opportunity to bring these multiple actors together?
Yes, and the course is not only about shared value. The course,
Right.
The subtitle of the course is Building Societal Relationships. So if we understand that the firm exists in this thing called society, there are a number of stakeholders that are very important to it.
Sure.
In South Africa, government is a very important stakeholder for most firms. So are regulators, so are NGOs, so are communities. Now, what sets these stakeholders apart is that unlike consumers who are primarily interested in product value and investors who are primarily interested in the financial value of the firm, that group of stakeholders really cares a lot about this thing called social value.
Sure.
Now, but most companies are blind to that, right? They don't see what social value that they create, and they haven't used that social value as a way of improving those relationships.
So I think, Ryan, this course then particularly excites me for that reason, because it really looks at how do we, in some way, bring the disparate actors together and really look at ways in which we can address, one, the positioning of the firm, the role of the private sector, and this emerging role between how we can bring the multiple actors together to address some of society's key issues.
We feel like there is a gap in executive education and in the business school curriculum, actually, for those managers that are tasked with building societal capital. I think it's going to be an exciting way for managers to hear from other business leaders how they've handled societal relationships, how it's destroyed value for them where it's been handled badly, how it's created value for them where it's been handled well, and exploring some interesting shared value models that are coming out. I think those that come will be interested to get a better understanding of the societal context in which their business operates, tools and frameworks for improving performance, And I think importantly also a peer network
Yeah.
of other people that do this job.
Ideally, it's individuals who play a role within the strategy function, within the human capital function, within the foundations and CSI functions of the business, but then also individuals who have regular engagement with government, with civil society, with the broader context that we find ourselves in, right?
Correct. So I would think that the managers and executives who would find this executive education very useful would sit in departments of strategy, corporate affairs, public affairs and communications, in government relations and public policy and advocacy and corporate social responsibility.